For best experience, use your headphones.
Next, very important topic is graphical representation of cumulative frequency distribution. Graphical representation of cumulative frequency distribution. Very important topic for final exam. One definite question as 3 marker. Okay, it has to be solved and represented on a graph sheet. So we'll take first sum. The following distribution gives the daily income of 50 workers of a factory. Now what is asking? Convert the distribution given below to less than type. We have to convert it into less than type. This is the first type, less than type, and draw its ogive. Ogive, ogive. Okay, so ogive graph we have to draw. Now what is the question given to us? So daily income 100 to 120, 120 to 140, 140 to 160, 160 to 180, 180 to 200. Number of workers 12, 14, 8, 6, 10. Now solution. Listen carefully. So what type of graph he has asked? Less than type. This type is important. Next you have more than type also. Less than type. And he has clearly asked us to convert this frequency distribution to less than type. So less than type. How to write less than type? So you see here, this 120 is upper limit. So therefore we should write here less than 120. Next here upper limit is 140. So you have to write here less than 140. Now upper limit is 160, less than 160. Upper limit is 180, less than 180. Oh, sorry. Now the upper limit is 200. So less than 200. Like this we have to list. So you can notice upper limit is 120, less than 120, 140. So less than 140. Here upper limit is 160, less than 160. Here upper limit is 180. So therefore less than 180. Here upper limit is 200. So therefore less than 200. When they give you less than type, upper limit should be recorded along with this word less than. Now frequency is given. What is that? 12, 14, 8, 6, 10. Okay. So of course n, if you add this, how much you will get here? Already as mentioned in the question, that is 50 workers. So definitely this will be 50. 8, 10, 14, 20, 3, 4, 5, 50. Now we will see cumulative frequency 12. 12 plus 14, 26. 26 plus 8, 34. 34 plus 6, 40. 40 plus 10, 50. Now this cumulative frequency of this frequency distribution table should be represented on a graph sheet. So I'll take a graph sheet and then I'll show it to you how to represent this cumulative frequency on the graph sheet. Now our graph is ready. This is y-axis. This is x-axis. Okay. Y-axis and x-axis is ready. Now you have to choose the scale. What you have to do? You have to choose the scale. Okay. Scale I am writing here. I hope you can see. I'll take x-axis 1 unit. 1 unit. I'll take it as 20. I'll tell you why did I take 20. Y-axis 1 unit. I will take it as 10. If you see the class interval, the difference between every class interval or the size of the class interval is 20, 20, 20. So I took 1 unit as 20. And if you see the cumulative frequency, maximum is 50. So if I take 10, easily I can plot it on the graph sheet. Okay. So now this is x-axis. So here, because it is starting from 120. From where it is starting? It is starting from 120. So this is 120. The next is 140, next is 160, next is 180, next is 200. You have to complete everything with the help of pencil only, because it is not starting from 0. If you want, you can write a spring here like this. Next, first reading on y axis 10, this is 20, this is 30, this is 40, this is 50, this is 60. If you want, you can have one extra reading, no problem. And now we know that this is y axis. You have to use scale. What is y? Y axis is number of workers, isn't it? So number of workers or cumulative frequency. So what is x axis? X axis is daily income or class interval. X axis is daily income. Okay, daily income. Now you have to plot, and for plotting, definitely you have to see the cumulative frequency and plot. Cumulative frequency is here. Okay, for 120 it is 12, for 140 it is 26, for 160 it is 34, for 180 it is 40, for 200 it is 50. So I am plotting. For 120 it is 12. So 120 is here, 10 is here. Small box you have to count 1, 2. So that will become 12. Okay. Next, for 140 it is 26. For 140, 26. 20 is here, 25 is here, 26 small box. After 25, one small box you have to mark. That is 26. Now, for 160, you can notice 34. For 160, 30 is here. Small box you have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 34. Next, for 180, you have got 40. So, 180, 40 is here. For 180, 40 is here. Next, for 200, you have got 50. 200 is here, 50 is here. Okay. So, now you have to connect all these points. What do you have to do? You have to connect all these points with a smooth curve. With a smooth curve. With a smooth curve, you have to join. So, this is cumulative frequency graph, or it is called as ogive. Then you can write the coordinates. For 120, how much it is? 12. Next, for 140, it was 26. For 160, it was 34. Next, for 180, it was 40. Next, the last, for 200, it was 50. So now your graph is ready. Now second sum. Draw ogive for less than type cumulative frequency distribution. Cost per device. Less than 140, less than 145, less than 150, less than 155, less than 160, less than 165. Number of devices 4, 11, 29, 40, 46, 51. Now here directly they have given you less than. So therefore you need not touch this column. There is no need to alter anything. Here number of devices is given. So this is nothing but, when they give you less than in first column, definitely this will be cumulative frequency. No need to alter the reading, no addition, no subtraction, nothing. As it is, these two you have to plot it on the graph sheet. For 140 on x-axis, 4 is on y-axis. Usually cumulative frequency is represented on y-axis. Related to class interval column is represented on x-axis. So now we have to take a graph. Okay, so now you can see the graph of x-axis and y-axis is ready. Graph of x-axis and y-axis is ready. This is y-axis, this is x-axis. point of intersection is called as 0. Now scale plays an important role. X-axis 1 unit, I will take it as 5, because if you notice the question, okay, the size of each class interval is 5, 140 to 145, 145 to 150. That means size of each class interval is 5. And then you notice cumulative frequency maximum is 50. So therefore, I will take 1 unit is equal to 10. It will be easy to represent it on y-axis. So y-axis is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. What is this y-axis? Y-axis is number of divisors. Number of divisors. Now what is x-axis? Cost per device. Cost per. X-axis is cost per device. Okay. So as I told you, it is starting from 140. When it doesn't start from 0, use this spring symbol. 140. This mark will become 145. This mark is 150. This mark is 155. This mark is 160. This is 165. Now we have to plot it. So how to plot? See here, for 140 it is 4. So 140 is here. Small boxes you have to count 4. So it is here. Small boxes you have to count small boxes, 4 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now second reading. For 145 you have got 11. 145 is here. 10 is here. Small 1 box. Okay. After 10, small box. Small first box. That will become 11. Next, for 150 it is 29. 150, 20 is here. This point is 25. From here, 4 small boxes you have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 29. So next, for 155 you have got 40. 155 is here. In the same y-axis, 40 is here. Next, for 160 it is 46. 160 is here. 40 is here. This is 45. Small box 1 you have to count. 46. Next, for 165 it is 51. For 165, 50 is here. Small first box you have to mark. So 151. 51. For 165 it is 50. Small box 151. So now smooth curve. Smooth curve. There is no need to use scale. But everything you have to draw using pencil only. Just for clarity and visibility I am using pen. So now your graph is ready. So what I should do? Write all the coordinates. For 140 it is 4. For 140 it is 4. Next, for 145 it is 11. Next, for 150 it is 29. Next, for 155 it is 40. Next, for 160 it is 46. Last, if you want you can increase, and this is last. For 165 it is 51. So each and every point coordinates are written and your ogive is ready. So here what happened? They have given less than directly and then they have given cumulative frequency directly. So there is no alteration. Both the readings we are plotting on the graph and you are getting the graph.